Good morning, YouTube. I am back for another video, and as I used to do these videos, I'm back out walking in the fields of Oxfordshire. It is an absolute lovely morning. The sun is out, it is fresh. It's still quite cold, but actually quite nice weather for walking because you're not going to get too hot. It feels quite refreshing actually being out here. And what I wanted to talk about today was I developed some back pain a couple of days ago that lasted about 24 to 48 hours. Unfortunately, it wasn't that painful, went away quite quickly. And so really, I think I got quite lucky really. But it was more warning signs. And what it made me realize was that I used to do regular walking, as you would have seen with some of my videos, in these very fields about maybe 6 months ago, up to about 6 months ago. And for whatever reason, from the business of life or the distractions of life, I just stopped doing it. I got out of the habit of doing it. But what the pain that I got in the last couple of days, what it made me realize was that if I had continued that routine, even though I didn't have any issues, but continued the regular routine of walking every morning, the chances of me getting the pain would have been a lot lower, and I would have never even gone through that. So what it made me realize was that I need to get back out here walking, and so that's why I'm now filming another video in the fields. But so what I wanted to just explain there was, why is it that walking is so essential for the back, for the spine, for preventing back pain, for getting over an episode of back pain? Walking is the number one thing that I will recommend to my patients over almost anything else. I will always suggest and recommend that they take a regular walk at least once a day, around at least 15 to 20 minutes, provided of course it doesn't make the issue worse. Sometimes people have to just rest a little while and then wait until they can get back to walking. So why is that? Why is it that walking is actually really good for you? Well, I mean, it might sound very obvious because obviously it is a very foundational and basic activity that we as humans have been designed to do. It's very essential for us to get around, but because of the amount of joints that we have in our body, with over 100 of those being in the spine, the main function of a joint is to allow us to move. And anything that has a function, if that function stops over a period of time, then it's almost going to just forget what it's supposed to do. Joints are kind of like that. If they stop moving, then they're going to start to wear out. There's been a study or even a couple of studies on that showing that when we immobilize a joint, stop it from moving for a period of time, then over time it will just start to wear out faster. So we need to continue to move the joints. But why is it really important for the spine is because of the disc. The center third of the disc does not have a blood supply. So what it relies on is a pumping mechanism that will come through movement, and walking is one of the best ways of getting that pumping action so that the nutrients from the outside can be pushed into the inside, and the nutrients in the waste products from the inside can then be pushed out to the outside. So you're continuously getting good nutrients in and the waste products out to allow for proper healing. The other reason why it's good is because the most amount of pressure that goes through your discs or your spine is when we're sitting, particularly in that slouch position. When we're standing and moving around, there's actually a lot less pressure on the disc. And then when we're lying flat on our back, there's the least amount of pressure on the disc. So the walking position is a position where you don't have the most amount of stress on the spine. It's also not the least, but it's also a position where you are moving. And so this is why it's so good for the spine. The spine just needs to be able to move every day. And so if you're like me and you had a period of time where you got out of the routine, out of the habit of walking, then I encourage you to get back to it. I'm now making a commitment here that I'm going to continue to walk every day now to just stay healthy. It's also really great for your brain, good for your body and your mind. Movement is really essential for the brain health. So there's so many health benefits to walking. If you haven't seen my 5 top or most surprising health benefits of walking, then you can check that video out here and stay tuned to see my next one. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you do like this type of content, then please, I encourage you to subscribe to see more content like this one. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye bye.